Milano, Pro Player Insiders, here in sunny Long Beach, Southern California, with a Stanford star. Just completed the Rose Bowl, but now he's here. Tell me about your experience at the NFLPA Bowl.
It's been awesome and humbling meeting all these, great guys all over the nation, and everybody's coming from different backgrounds, and it's, it humbles you at the same time. You get to meet a lot of different players and be around some of the best coaches in the world. And, I've had a chance to talk to Dick Vermeil and Priest Holmes and guys like Dante Culpepper, all those guys who had storied, careers in the NFL, and it's just a blessing to be here.
You're from Southern California. You played in Stanford. You're a Cali boy. The weather hasn't thrown you off at all, but what has been the highlight besides the sun this week?
Talking to the scouts and getting the insight that I've gotten from Priest and all the other coaches here. It's that stuff that you get from them is second to none, and it's going to help me out in the future. I can see that, and I'm really excited for the future. Through these guys and just the things that I've picked up over the week, I think is really going to help me out.
You've mentioned Priest Holmes, an NFL star, twice. What impact has he made on you?
A big one. I've always been a big fan of his, and I've watched his film, not knowing that he was going to be here at this game, and you look back and you're like, wow, like I'm in the midst of a star right now, and he's my coach, and I've learned not just how to run, but his instincts I feel like have shut off on me a little bit, and just the way he's teaching me about the playbook, and some of his stuff that he did with Kansas City is synonymous with the stuff that we did at Stanford, and I'm just really excited to learn with him, and I've learned a lot already in these few days that I've been with him.
Has he had a mantra or saying that you'll take away with you?
He hits on a lot of stuff. I would say be patient is a big one that comes from a lot of running back coaches.
You've got to hang out with a lot of top Senior Bowl athletes. Have you connected with any of them?
Yeah, I feel like me and all the running backs have hit it off pretty well. Me, Trey Watts, and Jonathan Sims. We're all learning together, especially with the fullbacks too. Copeland and Agnew. Agnew's from Seleucus, and Copeland's from LSU. So big name schools, and good people too. I think that's the biggest thing too. A lot of these guys are really humble, and I don't think people expect that. And to get here and understand that everybody's trying to make a name for themselves, it's kind of cool.
Speaking of making a name for yourself, Stanford has gone to the Rose Bowl this year. You've had a lot of success at Stanford. Tell me about the highlights of the Rose Bowl and your career.
It's really cool, and I'm sure when football's all said and done, I'll look back at it and be like, wow, we played in 4 BCS bowl games, and we won over 40 games, and we just had a real storied run, some of the best in college football history, and you look back and I can think about games we played against USC. I scored my first touchdown against USC in our stadium, and that was big to me because I had a lot of friends going to USC, and I'm from the area. Rose Bowl last year was big. We won that one, and we ended on a bad note, losing to Michigan State this year. But still we had a great run, and happy to be a part of the top teams in the BCS era.
A lot of players in the league are smart, Stanford alum, and they're kicking butt in the NFL. Do you follow any?
I do. I follow Adrian Peterson because one of the best running backs in the league right now. I follow my boy Richard Sherman because I played with him a little bit. Doug Baldwin, those guys.
Seahawks 12th man is killing it.
A lot of the Stanford alum that are really doing the things, and a testament to the guys that went to Stanford. We have this thing about us about working hard. We're underdogs, and we accept that role, and we come in with this thought of working as hard as we can so we can be on that team, and starting from the bottom, it's something to be proud of and to reach the top. So Richard Sherman and Doug Baldwin, big ups to those guys, Andrew Luck and Griff Whalen as well.
The transition from college to pro will be huge. Come April, if you could have a perfect world, what would your April after the draft look like?
To keep it general and honest, any team in the nation that picks me up, I'm ready to just pour my heart and soul into that team and work as hard as I can to be as successful as I can and for the team. And so any team that picks me up will have a hardworking individual, not to toot my own horn, but smart now, pick up the playbook really well, and hard worker, and starting from the bottom is something to be proud of and something you have to prove.
I have PPIs, Fire 5 things we need to know about a now Stanford alum. What is your favorite food?
My mama's meatloaf.
Fashion accessory, fashion brand that you love.
No fashion brand. I'm trying to bring back the fanny pack.
Fanny pack, 80s?
80s, yeah, around the 80s, 90s. Yeah.
80s, 90s. What is your nickname?
Friends call me Wilk, short for Wilkerson. In high school, they called me Twix because I ate a lot of Twix, but I'm good with just Wilk.
A hobby that we might not know about.
I make a little music. Also have a little kitten that I love and adore. I love cats. I'm a cat guy.
Football players do have kittens too, Tell us where we can follow you on your journey to the draft.
My Instagram is Anthony Wilkerson 32, and my Twitter is @awilk32.
And that's a wrap.